Okay, for those of you who haven't been able to join us, we went ahead and we just watched this poem, and the things that folks were saying, have been saying, for this Facing History unit have just been totally inspirational. They've been absolutely remarkable. And if you go ahead and look, we have 99 plus comments in the chat box. People are taking pictures of their identity box and they're posting them in their group slides. And people are writing a poem about these amazing videos we just saw. Okay, and what we've been talking about is how past AJR students identified that society misjudges them. Society misjudges them based on the fact that they are Latino, Latinx, Latina, and how society's perception of beauty can lead to things like racism and the Holocaust. Earlier in the class, I asked the question, if the Nazis had known about the internal identities of the Jews, and if they had known the truth about people's internal identities, if they had seen themselves, if they had seen the real me like we do with these AGR students, then the Holocaust probably wouldn't have happened. So that's just kind of like the secret. So we've talked about how it's really important to share our voice and open up. Okay, it's really important to share our voice and open up. Does anyone else have any final comments about why it's so important to open up and inspire others as we do the See the Real Me poem? You could stop change. Like, we're going to keep changing. So it's really important that we always do the identity box. We always look within. We always see our beauty, see the beauty of Georgia me. By projecting our voice, that is a solution to this problem of everyone kind of hiding behind a mask. We got a lot of twinkles. Brandon Ortiz says the past is like an anchor holding you down. So in this See the Real Me poem, you could write about your past. What if your group doesn't share their identity box or their collage? Will you comment on your own, Sandra's? And then you can go ahead and you could comment on anyone who shares their identity box, whole group. Okay? You can do a collage. That is absolutely true. And see all of these twinkles, these comments that we are making about kind of like the solution. Let the past die, kill the past. So it seems to me that a lot of the 10th graders are interested in using this class to kind of leave pain behind. So the real me, seeing the real me, that is your pain, that is your Asher Lev story, right? That is your Asher Lev truth. And then notice I asked the AGR student, I said, why are you so angry? And the AGR student said, he's my past advisory student. He said, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. You can spend this whole unit knowing your truth, knowing what it is inside of your identity box. This is just the beginning. Okay? This is just the beginning. Where do we do the poem? I'm going to go ahead and explain that. So those of you who watch the See the Real Me poem, you go ahead, you could go to Google Classroom. And then as you're reflecting on your identity box, you click classword. Thank you, Saul, for this awesome question. You click write a See the Real Me poem. Here are the videos today that we've been seeing to get inspired. Students letting go of their past. Students telling people, trying to inspire people to stop judging people. Get inspired by Georgia Me and then the AGR students, then open up about your identity box. Go right here. You could do it right here, Saul. You could click there. And you should be able to edit it and then click submit. Okay, so we're going to spend like 10 minutes going ahead and doing that poem. So everyone's kind of doing that poem right now. We have Georgia Me's example right here. Do you have to use the poem? No. Sandra says we should stop the bullying. No one is perfect. Don't judge no one. Always believe in yourself. Always find the good, positive side. Guys, that's Sandra. We have Sandra talking on our YouTube channel right now. She's clearly going to get some points. Twinkles! Brian, points for Brian. He's giving twinkles. Gerardo's giving twinkles. You can see that this poem can get long. This poem is It could be long, it could be short. But the point is that you're writing about your internal beauty. You are not being like Miss Tyler. You're letting go of any sort of pain and you're writing that poem. I want to thank everyone who's here and who's writing that poem. It's really a beautiful thing, guys. You guys are truly inspiring me. We get brainwashed. Andy says, yes, we get brainwashed. Some people have trust issues. Maybe because we've been hurt. We get brainwashed by society. We have to let society go, let the brainwashing go, and write about the real me. How do we get rid of the brainwashing? We open up. Hi, Moses. Welcome. We go ahead and we open up about ourselves. Those of you who just joined us, we got inspired by the AJR students and we're writing about our identity box on Google Classroom. Are you good now, Saul? To know them a little more about what they enjoy. It's important to know people. We want to know people in our class. So if you want to email me a photo about your identity box and take yourself off the mic, go ahead and do that. Fear. Fear holds us back from opening up. Insecurity, loss, fear of doing anything, insecurity. So what we're doing is we're letting go of shame and insecurity. You did your poem, Brian Ramirez? I love it. Way to go. Let go of that shame, Geraldina. Let go of your anxiety, your struggles, your emptiness. How do you let go of it? By expressing yourself. Self-expression is the opposite of the oppression, people. Leave that cave. This is Miss Copera coming to you live, so make sure you're writing your poem as we move on. Okay? What did you relate to? People said that they related to their pain and their struggles and their shame in the chat box. Thank you, everyone who's sharing. So, you're going to use these poems as inspiration to write your own poem about your identity box. Art students, take a photo of that poem. Put it in your slides. Drama students, film yourself delivering the poem with vocal choices. You don't have to have it memorized, drama. And if you just want to put a picture of the poem in because you're getting stressed out, you're getting anxious, I'm fine with that. But I encourage you guys to try reading it out loud. If you hear yourself saying this word about your beauty, you will be inspired. How do I know what people think of me? I've never had anyone asked and thought about that. If you can guess what people think about you, I think you're great, Andy. And if you don't, like, if you're stuck with that part of the frame, Andy, if this frame is kind of holding you back, skip that part. Just write about your beauty, you know, or maybe just write about stereotypes, surmise about stereotypes that people might make about you, right? But you don't have to stick with the frame if the frame's not working for you. Okay, so go ahead. Everyone's still writing. What don't people see about you? See Google Classroom for the frame. I want to thank everyone who's writing. And then you put your poem here on this slide. This is Miss Copera coming to you live. This was a great discussion, guys. I'm really, really proud of everything you said in the chat box. Thank you so much.